I be cruising when the sun down, top off, but I'm on when the night fall. I be cruising when the sun down, turn the lights off, I'ma shine on. When I run up and check on these niggas.
Alright, what's up everybody? It's your girl Ron Brown. Also the network, we are back at it. I'm excited because my first interview of being back on the go is my boy, none other than, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Marlo Kyng, Fat Joey, not so fat anymore, but I'm still here, 14,
That's
16,
what I'm talking about.
Representing, you feel me?
And I have my 14, 16 music shirt on, representing all day, every day. I love this shirt. Like y'all really do like.
We got more coming that way.
We got more coming that way.
Yes.
So man, like, how did you get started? Let's go ahead and start. Tell us again who you are, where you're from.
Okay, I go by the name of Marlo Kyng. Originally from Yonkers, New York. I was born there. Moved to Louisiana summer of '95. So I had been about 6 years old. And from the age of 6 to maybe like 19, 20, probably I was back and forth between here and New York. I would go to school out here and go to New York for the summertime. So, you know, I had the best of both worlds. How I started rapping, my oldest brother, Tyrell Marshall, shout out to my brother, Ty, he was in the music industry, doing his thing, rapping and stuff like that. Because before rap, I wanted to be Bruce Lee and Michael Jordan at the same time.
Right.
So I was into karate and basketball.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? But as I got older and just really got introduced to music, I was always into music, but I didn't really get introduced to music till like maybe like the summer of '97. You know what I'm saying? With my oldest brother, like that's when I really started understanding what music was. So from that point, I just wanted to start rapping. And I had been about 8 years old, so I started rapping at 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what you was rapping about at 8 years old? I want some pizza and chicken nuggets.
Actually, no. I was rapping about some gangster shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's all we was listening to. Like, we was listening to, you know, Biggie, DMX.
Right.
Juvenile, Master P, like, Cash Money, like, all of that stuff. Like, I got exposed to everything. Like, what really, the one piece of music that I really honed in on was a DJ Clue mixtape called The Professional.
Oh yeah.
That summer.
Oh yeah.
And my brother was blasting that whole summer. So from that point on, I just was locked in.
So how did you feel when you got in the studio for the first time?
How did I feel when I got in the studio for the first time? I don't know if I remember the first time I got in the studio because, well, the first studio I ever recorded that was like a makeshift studio that me and my crew had did. You know what I'm saying? We just bought like my man Tay. He had like a little desktop computer, and we had a Magix program. I don't know if y'all remember what that is, but it's like a beginning program for beginners who want to record and stuff like that. So we would record on that. We had like a computer microphone, and we had a homemade pop filter. Yeah. So we took a wire hanger, made a circle out of it, put like a stocking over it, and wrapped it around the computer mic. So
good old days.
We used to call it a saxophone. But the first time in a professional studio, I remember we was at we went to Tommy Grant's studio.
Okay.
And it was amazing because I had never been in a real studio booth. I had never seen a mixing board and none of that stuff. So it was a great experience.
That's cool. That's cool, man. I've been listening to both of your albums like real heavily. Like we started a whole Facebook thread on it.
Oh yeah, I seen that too, and I appreciate the love.
Yeah. Man, most definitely. Like we started a whole Facebook thread on. Like I listened to your first album, your first album for like 2 days straight. Like
wow.
It's like
love.
It's like it's different. You know, you can't do nothing but say it's different. It's not that regular. like Shreveport type genre music. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it's you can't do nothing to say it's different.
Yeah, Ordinary King, I worked hard on that project. It actually took me like 2.5, almost 3 years to actually get that project done and out. They're all going through so much stuff, so I wanted that project to tell a story. Like, basically both of the projects, Ordinary King and King's Landing, is a story. And it's part of, I hope I'm not being too ahead of myself, but it's part of a trilogy series. Okay. So you got Ordinary King, which basically explains my life in a nutshell. Like, I'm living an ordinary life, but I have dreams of being,
right. I said, like on the first one, I really like the Voyage 1, 2, 3 interlude. Yeah. Like the poetic in me, I was like, oh yeah, this is.
Shout out to my man Justin, because that was actually a poem that he wrote, and I just hit him up and just was like, man, do you mind if I recite that on my project, because it fits well with everything that going on.
It really did. Yeah. But I think my favorite song is "Do What I Want to Do." Yeah. Like, look, I wake up. I wake up singing it like I'm going to work. I'm tired.
Right. That song in particular, really, in a nutshell, personifies like everything. Just explains everything about my life that was going on around that time. And I tried to write it in a kind of like a fun way. Yeah. But most importantly, more a relatable way. You know what I mean?
It's very loud. I was singing it to my boss.
You were singing it to your boss?
My job. Like, I do what I want to do.
Right. Because we all got that feeling. Hey, you know, like, I'm feeling like I'm just going to work just to pay bills. Like, I'm about to spend some of this. Like,
right. And I also, on that first album, I like Black America.
Oh, yeah.
That was dope, too.
Black America, man. That song there was a important one to me, because, it was a lot of that, the epidemic of our young black males getting killed and treated wrong by the police and stuff like that. That was weighing heavy on my heart. So we had did that song, man, and we knocked it out quick, and it got a pretty good response. Yeah,
it was a good one. Now on this new album, like, I've been jamming this new album all morning. Right. I woke up to this one. Okay. So my favorite song on this new album is Glory.
Glory.
Like, that Glory touched my soul a little bit. I feel like right up in here. Yeah, I felt it. Like,
Glory is a real personal one, and everything in Glory was straight facts. Like, if y'all go and listen to the song, by the way, King's Landing is out on all platforms right now, so just look that up, download it, buy it, stream it, whatever you want to do. Just give it a listen, man. And but Glory in particular, we actually decided to put that on the project last minute, because that was just going to be a song that I had just put out there. Right. But the song was so personal, and I felt like, me and my manager felt like people could relate to that song so much, that we just decided to have that as the last song to take us out on the project. And I love that song, because everything that I was talking about in that song, I was actually going through around, like, at that time. So, in the whole project itself, with King's Landing, it just basically talks about, I don't know, I guess it was kind of like a dark time in my life. So, yeah, that's basically it.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So, how did you, now that you are under management, how did you meet your manager and stuff like that?
Ooh, how did I meet my manager?
Because, I knew you before. I've been knowing you for a super long time, so I knew you way before you got management and stuff like that. So now that you're under management, how is that going for you?
Man, management is wonderful, man. That's my brother beyond measure. You know what I mean? We have a deeper relationship than him being my manager. Right. I met him through other endeavors that I won't speak about right now.
Of course.
But it's nothing bad, but it's just something that I'm just not going to speak about right now. But I was actually getting ready to stop doing music altogether, because I had dealt with so many, not per se janky managers, but managers who really couldn't understand and see my vision. Right. So I was hard to work. Like, for them, I was hard to work with. And I met him on a whole another subject, And he came to my house one day, and he was just hanging out. He was like, man, so, what do you like to do? Like, what is something that you do other than just go to work? You know what I mean? And I said, well, I rap. And he looked at me and said, you don't fucking rap. I said, I do rap. And he was like, well, let me hear something then. So I pulled up a freestyle that I did on my SoundCloud. Go check out my SoundCloud too. It's Marlo Kyng at SoundCloud. You'll get a whole bunch of songs that didn't make the project. But I let him listen to this particular freestyle that I did, and he was just like, he didn't say nothing at first. And then he was like, bruh, that shit was fire. He was like, do you have management? I was like, nah, I'm really about to stop doing this shit. He was like, listen, before you quit, let me help you in some kind of way. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know shit about the music business, but for one, I'm highly intelligent, and two, I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. Just give me a couple months to get us somewhere. You don't have to sign nothing with me. Just try me out. And if you don't like it, we ain't got to go no further.
Right.
And because he was so honest with me, I just said, you know what? Bet. Let me see what you do. And within the first couple of months, we shooting videos. We doing shows. He getting out there talking to people, trying to make things shake. And I was just like, man, I never had someone who goes that hard for me just as much as I go hard for myself. So that was damn near 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm glad you didn't quit.
Yeah,
because I probably would have been in your ass. I personally probably would have been in your ass if you would have quit, because you on point. I ain't never the one to fake with you.
Yeah.
All.
I appreciate that.
But you on point. But I'm glad you didn't quit, and I'm glad you really found somebody that believes in you and keep you pushing. Because man, you definitely on point.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my manager, man, Mike Huff, man.
Oh, most definitely. And y'all make sure when y'all go get the new album, listen to Sundown.
Yes.
Because I was at the video shoot.
Yes.
Freezing my tail off.
Yes, it was super
cold. I worked hard to stand there and shiver.
Yes, it was super cold.
Please.
That night. But shout out to Ron Brown for showing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the dope
because your girl was over there.
Yeah, she pulled up with the new thing too. She had just got it.
I had just got the call.
Yeah, couldn't wait to show it off too.
He called me. He's like, I need you at a video shoot. I thought I was gonna be twerking or something.
Nah,
you know what I was gonna have my shouts on ready to do something. They were like, nah, we need your call. And I was like,
no, it wasn't that type of occasion. I wouldn't have had you outside bad like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had just got that call.
Yeah, I know.
2 days ago.
I know. I was like, it's perfect timing. Come on out to the video.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out and go check out that video because that's on game.
Thank you. That's one of my favorite songs.
I pull up to work making noise and that.
Oh yeah. I
was there.
You gotta let them know that you're here.
Already. So what you got coming up?
What I got coming up, well, basically the project is out, so we're doing promotion for that. Right now I'm in the process of recording my next project. It's called Extraordinary King. Like I said, it's a 3-part trilogy.
Okay.
So you got Ordinary King, King's Landing, and Extraordinary King. And Extraordinary King is just about to come up and how much better my life has been. So, you know, that's what's going on right now, and we just working, man.
That's cool. Also, let's talk about the move you made, because you were living in Shreveport.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. You were living in Shreveport, and then you moved to Atlanta.
Yes, I'm moving to Atlanta.
What made you make that move?
What made me make the move is that just understanding that once you've exhausted all of your resources somewhere, and you feel like you can't go no further, then it's time to change the scenery.
Right.
Me and my manager talked about this. We had multiple talks about this, and I told him how serious I was, and he was just like, well, go for it. That's not going to change our relationship and how we handle business.
Right.
And it hasn't. And since I've been in Georgia, I'm loving it. Like, I'm out of the way and no drama. Like, I'm getting to it.
Complete change of scenery, huh?
Complete change.
Yeah.
And I met some cool people out there. Shout out to my man Patron James, and shout out to my man Sleeves and the whole 1098 crew. Since I've been out there, man, like, it's just been wonderful.
That's good.
Can't complain.
Also, let me talk about. I've always found stuff to think about. Your production on your albums is fire.
Thank you.
Like, I'm like, dang. How do you pick your beat? How do you say this is that beat?
How do I pick the beat? Basically, if I listen to, it gotta hit me immediately.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now I can go through 1,000 beats because I do it all the time. I go through 1,000 beats that get sent to me, And if it don't hit me within the first 30 seconds, I skip through it. But if I find a beat that hits me and I start mumbling and trying to come up with something immediately, then that's the one. So, and I just love instrumentation. I just love beats that can tell a story without me even saying anything on it.
Right, yeah, because I'm like, everything when I listen to him, I'm like, dang, he be picking some.
Yeah.
He be picking some. You got a favorite producer that you like working with?
Of course. You go by the name of Tone Jones.
Okay.
Yeah. That is my absolute favorite producer to work with.
Cool. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it from the best, one of the best albums. So make sure y'all go get both his albums.
Please.
Stream it, buy it, all of the above.
Yes.
Make sure you go check out the video Sundown.
Yes.
Because I'm somewhere behind the scenes.
Yes.
Shaking and shivering.
Yes.
Somewhere behind the scenes, shaking and shivering.
Yeah. Please go check out that video. Just check out my music, Marlo Kyng, KYNG. I'm on all streaming platforms. Shout out to my management team, 1416 Music. Shout out to my crew. Shout out to everybody that supported me. Y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter, Marlo Kyng, Instagram, Marlo Kyng, Facebook, Marlo Kyng, SoundCloud is Marlo Kyng. You know, nothing more, nothing less. I guarantee you'll be satisfied with the music, man. We're just here to make great, timeless music and just make an impact on everybody. So,
and he gonna have me on a remix because you know it ain't hot unless I'm on it.
For sure. Definitely gonna have Ron Brown on a remix.
Don't have me on somebody remix. I'm gonna make a song.
You gotta come with it too.
You know I'm gonna come with it.
You know I'm gonna
I spit that fire.
All right.
You know I spit diamond.
I rip and I run. Goddamn.
They don't want these bars,
They don't want
They don't want these bars,
man. They don't want the bars, man. Straight up. But shout out to Ron Brown, man, for bringing me on the Oh So Dope, man. Y'all are incredible.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, we had to step back and refocus and get it all.
For sure. Sometimes you just gotta listen. What I say is, if you play it smart, you'll never fall off. You just gotta fall back.
That's it.
Before I fall off, I will fall back, and that's.
So let me ask you this question: since we're talking about that, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
My kids. I have
and they're
kids.
gorgeous. Oh my
Thank you.
God, they're so.
Thank you.
I saw you post a picture of your son.
Yeah.
Is that your son?
Yeah, that's my twin.
Oh,
yeah, that's my twin. My kids keep me
Yeah.
going. I have 3 kids. You know,
Yeah.
Savannah, Mo, and Mace. You know,
Okay.
They definitely keep me going and keep me motivated because that's what I do it for. At first, you know, I was just doing it for me. You know, when you don't have no kids, then,
right?
You know, it's all about self.
Right.
But when you start having kids and you start going through life and life starts happening to you, you want to leave something behind for your children to be proud of. So that's what really keeps me going. Man. Shout out to my kids. I love y'all. Y'all better be behaving.
And stay cute. Oh,
pull out Black and Mild and go tense. I'm just playing. I love y'all.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Also, the network. Thanks for coming. I can't wait to see you again. So every time you come home, you know you got to come holler.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Get a new song. And then we're gonna put one of his SoundCloud songs on Also the network.
I'm trying to get it, make it up in this rapping biz.
Alright. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
You either gotta be homo or on some devil shit. They got me hella bent. 9 to 5 odd jobs, man, I was never with. 650 bi-weekly, I never settled with. Come to think of it, nigga, this won't even cover rent. I'm thinking about going to get a zip so I can get some fast cash. Cause of my employment, I can get a loan at fast cash. Shit, I can't even save money like Lil Dicky. If you feeling my struggle, to sing it with me, I'm tired. I'm tired of pleasing everybody. So believe I'ma do what I wanna do.